This is Frank Mandolini, and this is the Last Minute Wrestling Podcast. Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 36 of the Last Minute Wrestling Podcast. As always, I am your host from Italy, Frank Mandolini, and this is an outlandish edition of the Last Minute Wrestling Podcast because episode number 36 features the outlandish one, the NWA TV champ, Zicky Dice. Before we go to the interview with Zicky, I have to remind you that today's podcast is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space, so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. Oh, and while we're at it, be sure to tell the good people from Podgo where did you hear about Podgo. Tell them LMW Podcast, the Last Minute Wrestling Podcast. And you know, sometimes I get asked, Frank, where can I listen to your podcast? Oh well, the official home of the Last Minute Wrestling Podcast is the lmwpodcast.com website, but you can also find our good wrestling frequencies on both bodyslam.net and alleverythingentertainment.com. You can listen to us on Spotify, Podchaser, Apple Podcasts, you name it, and on social media. For example, we have a brand new Instagram account, instagram.com/LMWpodcast, or Facebook. Oh, old people still use Facebook, you know, guys? So, if you're an old guy or an old girl, let's go to facebook.com/LMWpodcast. If you're young and hip like I am, no, that's not true, don't worry, you can go to Twitter, twitter.com/LMWpodcast, or simply at LMWpodcast. And if you want to be a sweetheart, you can donate via PayPal, paypal.me/LMWpodcast. Patreon, patreon.com/LMWpodcast. Oh, while we're at it, thank you so much, Giovanni Mariotti, our first Patreon supporter, who pledged to be in the coffee tier of our Patreon. Go check it, guys, patreon.com/LMWpodcast. And last but not least, since we're talking about coffee, you can go to ko-fi.com/LMWpodcast. Okay, guys, literally, I've said so many links, more than I can count at the moment, so I think it's time for us to go to the interview with the outlandish one. I cannot do it justice, so I think I'll let him do that, okay? With the outlandish one, the NWA TV champ, Zicky Dice. Hi Zicky, how you doing?
You know, I'm feeling outlandish, baby. How you doing?
I hope you felt that way because we're gonna need that outlandish vibe, especially in this 2020, which has been outlandish, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, I mean, maybe for you, for me, it's been one of the best years of my career. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, you became the NWA TV champion this year, right?
This is true. This is true. Some say that I started the coronavirus to protect my title reign, but that's not true.
Yeah, that's
no, it's not true.
You know, people like to say those bad things about you. That's why probably
they love to say very bad things about me. But you know what? I get paid either way. So
yeah, they're just jealous. They're just jealous of your fanny pack. They're just jealous of your pink microphone that our listeners through the podcast cannot see. But I assure you, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, pink everything, baby.
Pink everything, baby. But let me just ask you something pink related, just really quick. I saw on your Instagram that you changed the strap of the NWA title.
Oh, so.
Was that an hoax?
Well, JB Toys, I was lucky enough to make me a miniature replica title with the pink strap. I did have one ordered by a company, but they gave me the runaround, and I never saw the title. So, I mean,
Okay.
it should have a pink strap, and maybe when you see Zicky Dice next, maybe it will have a pink strap.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it should. It definitely should. Or you should have like a custom fanny pack with the NWA TV
I
title on it.
With title plates on it, I like that too. With the zipper,
Yeah.
I can hold my goodies. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Did you think about it before or not?
The ideas crossed my mind, but it's like how heavy? Because my fanny pack's already heavy, and then carrying the title too, just all that extra weight. It's just really give my quad some work.
Yeah, but in my opinion, you're one of those wrestlers who don't need the title because you already have your fanny pack. You
That's
already have
true.
something to carry that is so valuable,
Well,
more than 10 pounds of gold.
you're right. It's the man that makes the title. And let me ask you this: what happened to everyone else that held that title before me? What was next for them? Superstardom. And I am already megastar outlandish Zicky Dice, so I can't wait to see how much bigger things can really get.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. And speaking about that, we've seen a lot of wrestlers from the NWA going literally everywhere. Most of them we now know are heavily featured or assigned with AEW.
Mm.
When why didn't we see you
You know
anywhere?
what? I'm asking myself the same question. I've been asking myself that for ever now. I am television. Why am I not defending on television? I don't know. Should I start my own open challenge or maybe a semi-open challenge where if you have the last name Rhodes, you have to win 7 matches in a row to try and take my title from me? Or do I go and defend my title at AEW? Do I take it to NXT, New Japan, Ring of Honor? I don't know what's next, but I know that I'm ready to defend.
Yeah, yeah, we want to see Zicky Dice because
They all
we are
do. Everyone does, and I'm sick and tired of it. Here I am. I need 7 wins to get my hands on the 10 pounds of pink. Yes, the 10 pounds of pink, because when I pry it from Nick Aldis's hands, I'm going to dip it in pink paint and pink glitter, and I'm going to run wild. And maybe I'll take that title and go defend it. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm sitting here at home, and I see, congratulations to Thunder Rosa. She's killing in AEW, and
yeah.
and they had Primetime Live last night, and stars showing up at AEW and said, "Where's my fucking opportunity?
Yeah,
I've got a title too."
Exactly, exactly. Why? And the TV title, because it should be defended on TV, not anywhere else.
Right? Right? Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the is the internet. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to. I deserve to be on everybody's television. Everybody's.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. And what do you think of your fellow NWA colleagues who had this opportunity? Do you think that they did their best in the occasion to grab the infamous brass ring or whatever?
Oh, the infamous brass ring.
Yeah.
Listen, I think they did great, and they showcased their talent and on the main stage, and congratulations. Here, round of applause. Good for them. Yes, yes. But what do I think? I think it's my time. That's what I think. I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm ready to take over. I'm ready to invade. I'm ready to defend. That's what I think. And if they stand in my way on the big stage, on any stage, I'm going to take them out too.
That's your mentality. That's the mentality of a champion. That's what makes a champion. Right there. But let me ask you another question, because a few weeks ago there was this rumor that you left the NWA. Hell, even the PWI reported that on their PWI 500 that you're a former NWA wrestler. Can we set this once and for all?
Yes,
are you
yes.
or are you not with the NWA?
Here's the thing. Any press is good press, and my name was making headlines. And did I not just say that I'm ready to defend my championship? So that would in return mean that I am still your NWA World's must-see television champion. So yes, I still am. Yes, don't believe everything you read. You know, some of these people got to check their facts. What you just go around listening. If I posted every piece of dirt and trash that I heard about everybody, you know, I could make headlines too. I could get that clickbait too. Check your facts, people. Good God. I mean, and not once did anybody come and ask me. Interesting. Don't believe everything you hear. I don't care where it's coming from, because you assumed, you made a fool of yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, indeed. Have you ever had any beef with the press before?
Oh, of course. All the time. Who cares? Zicky Dice is press. I'll give you news all day. You know, and here, if you're listening, you know? Cares?
And since you clearly had your well, let's say your past with the press and this kind of stuff, you decided to become yourself a TV station on Zicky Dice TV on Twitch.
Oh, God. Yes, I have. You know, if you couldn't get enough of Zicky Dice on your television, I have partnered with Twitch, and I am now running twitch.tv/Zicky Dice weekly, nightly, every week, like 5 streams a week. There's plenty of live Zicky Dice, and I encourage you all to stop by. We've really been taking that's what it's been my pivot for quarantine, taking the Zicky Dice brand over to Twitch, and we are skyrocketing. We've had front page streams. We've had guests come on, Peter Avalon, Ricky Starks, Allison Kay, Marty Bell, Eli Drake's been on the show. We've had bands come through. Census Fail, Saves the Day, State Champs. It's the most outlandish stream on Twitch. So I encourage you all to go to twitch.tv/Zicky Dice.
Yeah, when did that start? You said during the quarantine, but now you already have
May 1st, I believe, is when I had my first stream.
May 1st. And was the pink microphone already there?
I didn't have it right off the bat. No, I've been upgrading ever since we got. I got a pink microphone, pink cable. You know, really say it's got to be Zicky. It's got to be Zicky's way.
Oh yeah, no fanny packs inside.
Oh, the fanny pack. It's actually in the other room. I just got back from a trip, so it's usually right next to me. I feel naked without it.
Yeah, you should, and you should take care of it.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Yes, since it's very expensive, right. But listen, Zicky, today I spent most of my day at work, actually not working at all. I shouldn't say that on the podcast, but oops, that happens.
I say a lot of things I'm not supposed to say on podcasts.
Yeah, so
outlandish.
Yeah, so and while I was not working, actually, I was listening to Heart to Heart.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, you have an incredible voice.
Thank you. You know,
you're amazing. But not only the voice, everything, the attitude, the look, the sound of the band is.
They say I'm the entertainer's
so fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, they don't know that I sing for Heart to Heart. We've been on Warped Tour, and that's where I got my footing in entertainment. So we released a new record this past Valentine's Day. Wow, time's flying on Invoke Records. Check out Heart to Heart's Heartbreaker. That's out now, and then you can go through our history there. We got some music videos online on YouTube. If you search Heart to Heart, Dulce will come up, or Insufferable, and you can have a blast. But yeah, I sing in a band, and been singing ever since I was a teenager. And music is what led me to wrestling, and then here we are.
You fell in love with entertainment because judging from the clips I saw, you're kind of like of a stage animal. You own the stage very much in the same way that you own the stage wherever you have a microphone on a wrestling ring. Yeah, that's something that can't be taught, in my opinion. That's not a skill. That's a talent.
Well, thank you.
Well, speaking of things that can be taught, a million people, of course, already asked you about your training. You trained with Colby Lopez, known as Seth Rollins in WWE, but that was some time ago. quite some time ago.
That was
If I'm
5 years
not
ago.
mistaken,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I've seen more recent photos that I didn't know of. That you trained also with Katsuyori Shibata at the New Japan dojo in
Yes.
LA. Tell
Yes.
me a little bit about that because
I was in the ring with Okada. Okada came by as well. Spent some time in the ring with him, so that was pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was that as physically challenging as
It's exactly, yes. Everything you think it was. Yes, it was very tough. I went and did two camps at the New Japan Los Angeles dojo, and they are very, very tough. And same with Black and Brave. When I went through there, very, very tough. I wanted Outlandish Zicky Dice to be the absolute best. So how do you do that? You go and train with the absolute best. And that means that I've been in the ring with two current champions while they were holding their titles and learning from the absolute best.
Oh yeah,
I mean, show me another wrestler. Go ahead, I'll wait. Show me another wrestler right now that had been trained by two current champions. While I mean, not past, not future. I'm saying while they were holding the titles. I mean, that's what makes Zicky Dice so outlandish and what makes me so rare.
Yeah, definitely. While they are on top and at an amazing level.
I can give you 11 other names that trained while he had the belt, while Rollins had the belt at WWE, or I can give you 11 other names of people that were there when Okada was in the ring, but you can't give me one name that's had both.
Oh yeah, indeed. And what do you feel like was the thing, the most precious lecture that you've been taught by those guys?
Rollins, it's just like make yourself undeniable. It's been like my go-to, like and another piece of advice I've gotten was a no is a yes waiting to happen, and that's kind of what I keep my motto. I'm very annoying sometimes via email, and I'm very persistent, if you will. But I work hard, and I feel that every time I send an update somewhere, that it is better than the last. I won't try for the next best thing if I haven't been improving. So.
Oh yeah, and you made yourself undeniable, and I'm sure you turned a lot of negatives into positives.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, I noticed that you had quite a body transformation, and you became much more lean in recent years. And how did you do that? Was it like DDP yoga or just determination?
Intermittent fasting, a change of mindset, and getting myself into the gym 6 days a week, and opening my ears and listening a lot more and learning different things and techniques and trying different sorts of exercises. But consistency is key, my friend.
Yeah. What do you do? What's your routine, for example, when you hit the gym?
Well, my gym just opened up yesterday here, so I finally get to go back in. I've been doing home workouts or running a few miles or doing like old deck of card workouts or some workout videos online. But I'm now that the gym's open back up. I just got tattooed yesterday, so my arm is beyond swollen right now. So I'm gonna get some cardio in today, and then hopefully feel a little better, hit the weights and get in the ring here this week.
Okay. What did you tattoo on yourself?
Oh, we're doing a big old.
What's the new one?
Oh, it's a big old. We're just working on my right arm. It's a big old negative space snake. So we're blacking out, and in the negative space, it's a bunch of snake and flowers. Like it's gonna come all the way down. The king of snakes, baby.
Okay. When did you have your first tattoo? Because you're literally
when I was 15,
covered.
I am covered. When I was 15, I got my first tattoo. Been addicted ever since. So my aunt thought it was a phase. She thought it was going to be a phase, and here I am years later, still ruining my body.
Still
the Lord's
temple.
Doing
that. Still keeping doing that. Speaking of tattoos, you can help me out with this. The other day on Twitter, I sent out a question because my dad has a tattoo and I don't, and I asked the Twitterverse, is my dad cooler than me? What do you think, Zicky?
I think we should get a tattoo right now. You should let me tattoo you right now. I'll do my signature on you live on this podcast, and then you will be cooler than your dad.
Oh, yeah. So that implies that now he is the coolest one of the two.
At the moment. But there's still time, dude. There's still
Okay,
time.
there's still time. Next time we're gonna have this live tattooing on me, on Frank.
Yes.
On behalf of Zicky Dice.
Yes.
Zicky, you are a man of many talents. Like, you're now a Twitcher streamer, wrestler, an amazing singer. I cannot emphasize that enough, guys. Go listen to Heart to Heart.
Yes, listen.
And is there anything you can do, or anything that you're not interested in doing, maybe in the future?
I do some magic tricks here and there. I'm looking. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes right now. I guess you'll have to watch and find out. I mean, they don't call me Outlandish Zicky Dice for nothing,
And you had the outlandish like since the beginning. I've seen some of your stuff, some of your interviews from like I think 2014 or something like that.
I started about 2.5 years ago. Started throwing in the term outlandish. Always been Zicky Dice, but outlandish is about when I started really switching things around about 2 years.
How did that started?
Just my brain is like it's like there's a ride at Disneyland Space Mountain where there's just stars coming through. That's my brain with ideas. So I just grab one of them and I roll with it and I commit. That's what a lot of people don't do. They're afraid of committing to their ideas, or they're afraid that they'll fail. Me? Nah, I just go all in.
Oh, well, we clearly show that. We clearly show that on NWA Power, or what you're capable of doing. And with you being also a musician, not only a wrestler, how was to interact with Billy Corgan, which I assume you were, if not a fan, you were aware of his musical career. So how was that, and how was the duality of having him as a boss, basically?
I mean, Smashing Pumpkins are great. I love the Smashing Pumpkins. I actually saw them in September before starting at NWA in November. November. But working for Billy has been great. Billy's he's got a very interesting mind as well, and it's got some great ideas. You might hear some large buzzers going real quick. We're getting our fire alarms checked.
Okay.
Working for him has been absolutely great, and it's been super cool to create with him. And Billy has called me his blue chip superstar. He's right here. He's called me his blue chip superstar. Billy loves some outlandish Zicky Dice.
That's cool. That's so cool. And so you the first time you met him, you didn't have any. I don't know how was that this meeting, because if you went to see his concert like a couple of months before.
I was at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and I had cut a promo there. I haven't cut a promo there ever. I've been working there for 3 years, never backstage or nothing. And then I cut a promo. I was pulled around the corner, and there was Billy Corgan. He offered me a job on the spot. He just liked my vibe, liked my look, liked my work, and he's like, "How do you feel about working for the NWA?" And I said, "Outlandish."
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I assume you're quite used to travel in the United States to work for different promotions. But have you ever been in Europe?
I have not been to Europe. I was supposed to make my debut actually right before quarantine, and we didn't even get to announce it yet, but it was set up. But that's on the to-do list. I have been all over the United States, looking to break into Canada and Mexico. I want to go to Japan, Europe. I want to, I want to hit the loop, man. Make it happen.
Oh yeah. So that would be great. That would be great to have you here. Have you ever heard anything about Italian wrestling or not?
No, I haven't heard. Did you know that Zicky Dice is half Italian? You know I'm marrying an Italian woman. Did you know that?
I figure out based on your shoot name that you were half Italian.
Yes.
Like, and whereabouts in Italy? Do you know?
No, that I haven't. I think maybe Sicily. I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. Judging from what I see from your name on the screen, can be for sure Southern Italy.
Yes, yes.
For sure.
Interesting.
Sure.
So tell me about Italian wrestling, because Zicky Dice is looking to come wrestle in Italy. You know, there was one wrestler I met from Italy, and they said that there was wrestling out there, but the shows weren't as often, so I had to like be out I had to be close to the area to like get on the show.
Yeah. There aren't as many shows. I can confirm that, and most of them are like family oriented and are like Sunday afternoon, this kind of shows, or at least that has been the majority of the case in the past 20 years, basically, which is the old time that wrestling has existed here. But in the last 4 to 5 years, we had like a couple good new federations growing.
Cool.
One above all, I would say, is Rising Sun. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry I got so excited, but I'm gonna issue an
worry.
open challenge to any Italian wrestler for my television championship. How about that?
Oh
I'll come and
yeah,
defend it
that's
anywhere out
outlandish.
there. How's that sound? Yes.
That's outlandish.
So you let the word get out. Let so and so tell so and so. Let the word get out. They heard it first right here.
Okay, we're gonna tell Fabio, which is the promoter of the Rising Sun Federation, and
Yes.
and we're gonna know that we're gonna organize something.
Yes.
That will be outlandish.
Yeah, that's right.
You speak Italian?
No, but I'll learn. I know mange. I've been listening to my fiance practice Italian every night. I know that means eat.
What?
That's it.
What do you say?
Mange. Does that mean eat?
Mangia, maybe. You
Manja.
eat.
Manja. Manja.
Yeah.
I will learn before I come. I know. I hear they're pretty tough on that.
Okay, listen. Yeah, it's quite tough, but listen up. You have to study Italian before you come here. If you don't succeed, I will be your official translator. I will translate your promos for the Italian audience.
Yeah, you just gotta stay by my side. You might even get to hold the fanny pack.
Oh, what an incredible honor!
That would be right.
Yeah. Why not? That would be like a lifetime accomplishment. Something I would put on my resume for sure.
There it is. There it is. Happy to do that for you.
There it is. Can I ask you where were you about to go and wrestle in Europe before the pandemic?
TNT, I believe, is where.
Oh, okay.
It was, yeah.
Okay, in Liverpool, I think.
Yes.
In England. Okay. Oh well. That's a story for another day.
Yes.
The debut of the outlandish one in Europe, and especially in Italy. We hope so. To see you here. And is there anything about the future of your NWA TV championship that you want to share with us? Some contenders maybe that may or may have not showed up lately.
I just know that things are gonna get outlandish, and if you want, you gotta hop on train now. You gotta hop on board now. So, I mean, if you're not a fan or if you hate me, then this is the time to be like, oh damn, he really said he did everything he said he was gonna do. So you might as well just follow. I mean, there's at outlandish Zicky Dice on every piece of social media, because what's coming next is bigger. Everything's gonna get a whole lot bigger.
Yeah, I literally wanted to ask you that, plug everything you have to plug. Where can we find your stuff, your merch?
ZickyDice.com, twitch.tv/ZickyDice, prowrestlingtees.com/ZickyDice, and once again, at Zicky Dice on every piece of social media.
Perfect. Last but not least, how the name Zicky Dice came to be?
I was born with it, baby. I was born.
I like it. I will not say otherwise. Okay. Perfectly. Well, Zicky, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your time.
That was great.
That was an absolute blast.
Yeah, I hope to come out there and entertain you guys sometime.
Yeah, we'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Post it on my social media. I know we're planning a trip out there in the next year and a half or so. So, maybe
Oh,
we can think for something.
come on. Let me know. You have my number. Let me know when you're here. I will show you around.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
Okay, well,
Let me know when
Zicky,
you post it, and I'll share it for you.
of course I will. Of course
All
I
right.
will. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Zicky.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, what a pleasure to talk with the outlandish one Zicky Dice. As a proud NWA fan member, I have been wanting to talk with him for many months now, and finally did it. And apparently, I got to be his translator slash manager slash the guy who's going to get tattooed by Zicky Dice. Whoa, that's gonna hurt. Thanks for sticking around with the LMW podcast, even for this episode number 36, and see you next week. Thank you for listening. Remember to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and spread the word. To make sure we keep our content going, you can buy us a coffee at ko-fi.com/forward-LMW podcast, become a Patreon backer at patreon.com/forward-LMW podcast, or donate at good old PayPal, paypal.me/forward-LMW podcast. You can find the Last Minute Wrestling podcast all over the platforms, on the official website, which is lmwpodcast.com, and on the portal bodyslam.net. Remember to follow us on Twitter at LMW Podcast and on Facebook at facebook.com/forward-LMW Podcast. I've been Frank Mandolini, and you stay safe.